Look, I mean, it's a big win also for Newcastle. Considering they have quite a number of guys out because of injuries. Na ni poa hivyo walipiga hao majamaa bana. Sikia Chelsea walipigwa hadi wakasema salon yao inakuanga wapi. Hadi wakasema pesa ya salon unatoanga wapi.
Welcome back to another episode of the Wildcard show. My name is Venant.
And I'm Nyaassh, representing the million of table-topping Gunners.
And I'm Waudo, representing the next generation of star boy midfielders. You know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't.
We have no idea.
Somebody scores unajua kuna se wengi walifunga bicycle kick hata kwa KPL this weekend. So I don't know why you're behaving as if you are going to see this thing the next time, the next decade.
If it's so easy, tell Martinelli to do it.
Yeah, he'll do it as he wins the league.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how he's going to do it.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Yeah, man.
Min kofiti sana. I don't know if you guys want us to start with the local football before we talk about how lucky Man United were this weekend against Everton.
I want an update on what Gor is doing, you know, if they're going for title number 21. I also want to see what happened to Muranga. Did they break the vault?
Muranga, you know what? I love the admin for Muranga Seals. Like, he's top notch. Big up yourself, man. But the team itself this weekend found they're going a bit hard. Yeah, because they were up about to do a haste on KCB.
Yes,
ni kama mwizi alipata pwaguzi. Or they did not have the facilities to break the vault.
Wangeita Professor Omani heist.
Mazejo. Hapo ndipo walikosea. Because they were up against KCB and they did not win that game. They lost 2-1. As a result, some guys predicted Muranga Seals win. In the previous week you had mentioned we'd be giving out jerseys.
Yes.
So all those guys who predicted Muranga Seals is going to win, of course, they did not get it. So you meant evil. But there are some guys who predicted Gor Mahia is going to win.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So Gor Mahia won against Muhoroni Youth 2-0, and as a result, we have 5 guys who are walking away with the new kids at Gor Mahia. The fly kids looking all fantastic. I'm talking about Isenya 21, Ronnie Carls, Junior 007. This must be Mason Mount / Hoyland fan.
Must be mad.
One offender, James Bond, Mbaya. Then the other is Ian Kish, and finally we have Abel Muwasa 6452. Those guys correctly predicted Gor Mahia to win against Muhoroni Youth, so you avoid yourself a kit, a jersey, Gor Mahia jersey, courtesy of SportPesa. Yes, and the win has Gor Mahia now second in the Kenyan Premier League standings.
As you can see.
Yes,
1 point behind Posta Rangers.
Posta Rangers, you wanna in this season, but it's looking good. The loss from Muranga Seals now has them at 5th in the standings. Still not badly off, but you know, we expected something different, but it is what it is. Yeah, man.
Posta Rangers played a very good game against Shabana.
Yes.
I think Shabana, the best thing that they have this season is just fans. Because when you see what they're doing at the ground, it's totally... It's bad. Kwanza, there was a good rocket of a goal. That their second goal that they conceded, it was just bad for them. They scored an amazing goal, even though it was the only goal. But Manze Shabana is just my fans too.
It's unfortunate because the fans are always kwa ground wa Shabana. Maze wanajitokelezesha.
Wanakuanga na pupa ya Arsenal.
Vile inafaa. Difference ni ati Arsenal tunashinda wao washindi. So I mean, it's unfortunate for Shabana, lakini to be honest, I feel sorry for them.
So I don't know if you guys have played against them, against Posta Rangers, Nyika Taska or nyinyi kama ulinzi.
Sisi tutalinda lango. We are not scared.
What I can tell you is with them, they attack whenever. No, Posta Rangers.
Posta Rangers, okay.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense as to why they're still top of the table. Unajua. But sasa unajua uzuri, Gor Mahia are still at it. You know, the chase is still on. The difference is just 1 point. And they're going back where they belong, that is being number 1. And after that 2-0 win against Muhoroni, by the way, if you watch that game, Gor plays similar to Arsenal.
No lie.
From the keeper, pass, midfield, to the wing, Omala, Ndani.
Oh my God.
It's entertaining to watch.
I love that. No coincidence that the two teams are top of the standings right now. So makes a lot of sense. So are you saying like Man United play like Talanta FC? Is that what you say?
I don't know. You know, with them, one day we were seeing a bicycle kick. The other day now we're seeing a Maguire own goal.
Yeah.
With them, you never know. Maro Nane is conducting a choir.
Yeah, but you never know.
So I don't know what's up with you guys.
Maybe
but
Brian
anyway.
can tell us more about
You
that.
just said God played like Arsenal.
Yes, Gor Mahia play like Arsenal. When
Fantastic
you look
football.
at the game they displayed against
Moroni
Moroni Youth.
Yeah.
So those 2-0, again, another clean sheet. You know, those are clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. Oh, in case you are wondering, yo sura yo ni abutua yo is
Pigwa na Butwa.
So when you say God play like Arsenal, are you saying that they will bottle the league like Arsenal do?
No. We're just saying the way we are scoring and the way we are passing the ball throughout the
keeping
game.
clean sheets.
It's entertaining to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's that. Our next fixture for Gor Mahia is versus Kariobangi Sharks.
Sharks pia ni noma.
Yeah, but they lost 3-1 to Nairobi City Stars.
Okay.
And right now they are conceding more than scoring. So goal difference ni negative.
Hey. Maybe on the Man United wa KPL.
Man United side is zero.
Oh, it's zero.
Man United side is zero.
Okay.
That's a major integer on the number line.
And unfortunately for K-Sharks, even though they've been a team to watch out for this a couple of seasons ago, they're 4 points above relegation.
Oh boy.
So this is a must win for them.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
I think Gor will just wipe the floor with them. No lie. Yes.
Yeah, so upande wangu wa local football, I believe with Gor Mahia we're still winning.
Yeah.
Posta Rangers are still going at it. I will play against them on January 6th. So we're just warming up to that. Hopefully they slip up by then.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Brayo.
Niambie.
Tuambie sasa, because now I haven't heard about you and Ulinzi for some time now.
Azi, sisi tupige Shabana manze tumekuwa under the radar tukoga tu Liverpool.
Look, I think Brian has not much to say about KPL, but he has a lot to say about millionaires in town.
I have some people to look up to.
Yes,
Still.
you do.
A man like Hesbon from Thika, but a man bagged a whole over 27 million Kenyan shillings this weekend. Now, guess what? Alitumia 99 bob peke.
Watu tunahitaji to sit down now to pay. What is the secret?
You need to get one, yeah.
Secret ni enda M-Pesa, enda pay bill 955-100, work 99 bob, and you could be the next millionaire in town thanks to SportPesa. Remember, the jackpot now stands at over 335 million Kenyan shillings.
Yeah.
Hiyo pesa inatoa Arsenal kwa block, wanaweza afford Osimhen wakipata hiyo.
So that you can finally win everything. Not just the league and the Champions League.
That's funny.
All right, that's cool. I like that. Also, by the way, SportPesa now, I understand you can actually have it as an app.
Yes.
It's available on Play Store.
On all Android phones.
Yeah. So you can download it and play. And play good things and play some winnings. Like we were seeing some winnings happening over the weekend for the Premier League.
I have a friend of mine who won big this weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a serious investor via SportPesa. Alishinda vizuri.
Watu tunafaa tuketi chini tuongee na wao. Some other people we need to sit down and talk to Arsenal fans, because
Top of the table.
we are trying to be as humble as we can. Aki ni ngumu. It's really hard to be humble when you're this high, when you're this top of the table, because we won against Brentford and now we are back where we goddamn belong.
And in a season where the number one is literally up for grabs for anyone in the top 4 teams,
yes,
it's good to see that we were the only team that won in the top 4.
In the top 4, well, apart from Aston Villa,
who are now in the top 4.
We are now in the top 4, yes. So we won and went to the top of the table because there was this early kickoff between Manchester City and Liverpool.
Yes.
At Etihad.
Very boring fixture in my book.
Tell me about it.
Very boring fixture. I mean, I'm guessing, okay, so the organizers could have said, if this fixture was played on Sunday night, it would have had more bite to it.
Yeah.
I believe so. It would have had more bite to it. But then, of course, we cannot reschedule the Premier League games.
Unfortunately.
Computer ikitoa your table, nyinyi mnajua pale mtacheza. And I think I'm very disappointed. From a neutral perspective, I'm very disappointed because City always clap Liverpool at the Etihad. They always do that, man. It's been long since Liverpool got away with a point at the Etihad. So kudos to them in this title charge that is Klopp's last dance, because I firmly believe it's Klopp's last dance. He akifail nivo. He should leave.
We should leave him, he'll get sacked. No, he will get sacked. Liverpool can't sack them.
He cannot afford to go right now. They still need him.
Yeah. They still do. Liverpool, though, there was this custard going round of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yes.
and how he was dribbled past nasikia nani
7 times bro.
Doku alikuwa on Trent Road.
7 times.
Alikuwa on Trent Road. Because Trent equalized for Liverpool.
Yes.
Doesn't stop the fact that he got dribbled past 7 times. That's a record in the Premier League this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a record.
Yeah, it's a record, yeah.
Yeah, it just goes to show how people have doubts of him defending wise.
Yeah. He needs to look up to Wan-Bissaka on that perspective.
I know, right? Or to Nyaassh or Ben White. It's really unfortunate, but he equalized for Liverpool, and of course they got the draw. I think it's a big result for Liverpool, though.
It is a big result for Liverpool because you look at where they started in the season and where they are right now. So actually to get a point at Etihad is a big deal for them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go to Anfield and I believe Liverpool are going to win over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was the action happening in the early kickoff. Then of course after that we had the 5 p.m. fixtures. Hapa ndipo watu wanaitwa Chelsea. Waliingilia. This is where they come in to make our afternoons. They got battered a good one by Newcastle. We were wrong on this one. I think I predicted that they're going to go for a draw.
I said a draw because they've been performing very well against these big teams.
Yeah.
But something that I came to realize is Newcastle has been punishing the big teams at home. Man City, Man United.
Agenda.
We go there next week. Carabao is in Trafford.
Okay.
Backyard, yes.
But you can also add there because it's Man United. Arsenal is there. Now Chelsea is there.
Yeah. Proper battering.
Yeah.
I mean, with Chelsea, I think it's the old age case of Robin Hood. Take from the rich, give to the poor. They give Brentford, they give Forest, but ikifika kwa City wanachukua. Ikifika Liverpool wanachukua. Ikifika Arsenal pia wanachukua. So I wasn't really surprised with what Newcastle did to them. For me, Chelsea is just a case of Poch is a problem, but in a bigger problem now. Because there's no way you can tell me you spent 1 billion and the only positive is Scott Palmer, who cost only 40 out of that 1 billion. Hit map ya Scott Palmer sa ni penalty spot. We've not seen him anywhere else in the pitch. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Be honest. Kudos to Sterling for scoring a wonderful free kick. Yeah, it was a taker's goal. A message to Southgate banner. You better carry him to the Euros. But other than that, this Chelsea team, they deserve to be where they are. They are a bottom table team. They're bottom half of the table team. They deserve that.
You know, when it was 1-1, I knew Chelsea will do something. But then for Thiago Silva to give away those 2 goals very fast to something else. James again with the red card. So Mr. Kuski Historia, James is the best right back in the... That deads it.
He's not.
I'd rather be Saka now.
Saka. Look, I mean, it's a big win also for Newcastle. Considering they have quite a number of guys out courtesy of injuries. Na nipo hivyo walipiga hao majamaa bana. Sikia Chelsea walipigwa hadi wakasema salon yao inakuanga wapi. Hadi wakasema pesa ya salon unatoanga wapi. It's lovely to watch, man. But of course, for Chelsea, I don't think it's going to get easy for them. It's not going to get easier because I think next they have, is it Brighton?
They have Brighton. Fixture. I'm going to talk about those fixtures that you need to look
so they have Brighton. Then they have also Manchester United after that. I think that's one of the games. Maybe Man United watashinda.
Do you think you can define starting 11 at Chelsea right now?
You clearly can't. Because in the Newcastle game, we didn't see Caicedo. Instead, Oguchoku started. So that tells me Poch is yet to solve the midfield issue because when Lavia comes back, what's going to happen there? Then there's also pressure up front. If Chelsea are not getting the goals, Nkunku now is going to be under a lot of pressure when he comes in because the players want goals from him. It's difficult to get the starting 11.
For sure. The only starting thing I think is Sanchez.
That's the keeper. Terrible.
And big up to Thiago Silva, man. Big up to Thiago Silva. He did an absolute wonderful blunder. Absolutely loved seeing it. Niliwaambia watu wa uchingi Saliba. Hawasikiangi. Angekuwa na watch Saliba angekuwa anafanya makosa kayo.
Saliba
is
to
the
me
epitome of defending this season.
Oh my days.
Brian, Saliba to me is the best centre back in Premier League this
Why
season.
doesn't he start for France?
Doesn't stop him from being the best.
League,
why doesn't he start for France?
I don't think it matters.
If Van Dijk is the best defender, he starts for Netherlands. If Odegaard is the best midfielder or KDB, they start for their national teams. Why doesn't Saliba get a starting spot in France?
Because your coach. Why does your coach?
It's because he knows
our manager.
He knows centre-back partnerships.
Why does our national team
Saliba
manager
only works with the Magales. He cannot work with Konate or Upamecano.
That's a big lie. That's the biggest lie about today. A lot of capping is going on.
So you want to what? Magalhaes to go to France too?
No. France will become shit if he joins the team. We are one close right now. Magalhaes is trash.
I'm a bit conflicted.
Be honest. As much as Arsenal play good football,
yes,
your weakest side is always the Zinchenko and Magalhaes side. Once pressure is put on that wing, that is where you concede most of your goals.
But this is
that's just fact.
I don't think I can say that.
It's not facts. It's just your thoughts, man.
Magalhaes is the most erroneous defender Arsenal have. He's the most erroneous defender you guys have.
We have the best pairing right now with Magalhaes and Saliba. It's the best
in the league.
Who said non-negotiable?
No, they have the most clean sheets, bro.
We have numbers to back that up.
Yeah, they have the most clean sheets.
We are keeping clean sheets right now.
So is United. Bro, Nana has the most clean sheets in the league as well.
Varane is fighting with your coach, and you want to say you have the best defense.
I haven't said best defense. You've talked about clean sheets, and United also have the most clean sheets in the league.
Sheet against Everton.
United have the most clean sheets in the league.
The constant feature in those clean sheets is Saliba and Gabriel.
Yes.
That's a constant feature.
With
from
United,
day one.
It's shifting each and every time.
Every goddamn
The constant
day.
feature is Onana. Talk to me now.
No, are you saying you have the best goalkeeper in the league then?
I've said Arsenal's erroneous defender is Gabriel Magalhaes.
No.
Nah, that's debatable. That's debatable. That's debatable.
Saliba is clear. Me, I even debate this with guys at fans on. Me, I rate Saliba. But Magalhaes always has that error in him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's solved it yet.
All right. Time will tell on that
Yeah.
one. Like how time is telling on one Kai Havertz.
Who?
Yes.
Kai goddamn Havertz.
German is left back.
There's I think 2 weeks ago nilitaja Kai Havertz. Nikasema there's a renaissance of him coming up. He's looking good. Who's laughing now?
And also,
Who's laughing now?
You remember that episode with Lawton where I said Arteta needs to coach him on his finishing touches.
Yeah.
That's what happens when he listens to the show.
The brother
There we go.
Exactly.
has one lucky goal and one pity penalty, and all of a sudden
Those are 2 goals.
Arteta has coached him.
Those are 2 goals.
Arteta has coached him to be a finisher.
2 goals.
Let me tell you something about Havertz. It's clear Arsenal never needed him. It's very clear. Because for me, he's not done enough to seep into the starting pot for that team. He's not even good enough to start in his own position for Germany, bro. Nagelsmann sees him as a left back.
He's versatile. He's a versatile player.
He played as a left back for Germany and scored. What are you telling me? And then he scores again this weekend. So clearly there's something that has changed.
Absolutely.
In how he's playing right now.
Why I say it's a lucky goal is because 9 times out of 10 he misses it.
And he's turning around things, bro.
The good thing about that chance, I think any other Arsenal player scores because it's Saka who puts that ball in.
Yeah,
because Saka does that time and time again.
Let's do this. Let's just give flowers to Kai Havertz.
For what?
Yes.
He scored. Yeah, from open play. You keep saying he's getting PT whatever penalties.
Yeah. So
he scored from open play,
penalty,
bro.
Yeah.
Good enough to take Arsenal to the top of the Premier League table. For me, ile makosa yote ashaifanya amesamehewa.
Yes, he's been a source.
It's done and dusted.
We're giving flowers for doing your job. Nyaassh, shika flowers for talking about SportPesa.
Absolutely. Give me.
He's doing his job, bro.
That's what he's paid for.
Jesus.
So if you do your job well, you get flowers, bro.
He hasn't
That's
done
how
his
you get
job
a
well.
bonus.
He hasn't done his job well.
How do you get a bonus?
I think Havertz and Odegaard for Arsenal this season are on the same boat.
Who?
They've been ghosting. They only have that one in a blue moon appearance.
Odegaard has been
ghosting.
he has been having some uncomfortable thing going on with him. That's why he's been absent, I think, for like 3 games before we went to the international break. Yeah. Now he's back. Let's now judge him between now and March. And now you can tell me about ghosting.
And also, I think we've discovered Havertz's role in Arsenal
as a bench player.
He has
I kid you not, and that's not agenda. I kid you not. That's not agenda.
Whichever
Havertz cannot start for Arsenal, and you know it.
Look, he doesn't even need to start, bro. Bora tu unatoka from the bench and score and take us to the top. We good.
Brian,
tuko sawa.
We need Havertz for those moments like this where we need to score a goal and we need somebody from the bench.
Yeah.
So that's one. We need somebody like Havertz when we want to score a goal via set pieces. We need Havertz for when you're playing counter football with a team like Man City. We need Havertz for his off-ball duties, aka defending. Those are already 4 roles that I've mentioned, and this list can still go on and on. Instead of lamenting him, let's just give Arteta his credit where it's due. Once again, he's right with their substitutions.
Absolutely, spot on. They are scoring every time they come from the bench.
Yeah. But now, what I can say about Arsenal moving forward is, Nyaassh, we need to make sure we have a strong bench for these tough December fixtures.
Yeah.
Because we cannot, but we cannot play the same team in these 9 or 10 games in December. We need to rotate. And also there will be situations like this where it's the 75th minute and we still need those 3 points. We need somebody like Nelson or Havertz, as Brian has said, who can come from the bench and
score,
get us those points.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Also, if I am an Arsenal player right now and I'm being benched, whenever I'm on, it's an opportunity. So like right now, Havertz has proven that, hey, I'm part of this team.
Yes.
And you see what Arteta did to him after the game, where he's like, go on and celebrate with the fans. You know, you're part of this team. You're part of Arsenal. You're winning the league.
Good stuff, man.
Go on and celebrate with the fans.
Good
Guess what?
stuff.
Tottenham also celebrated with the fans when they beat Sheffield United. Where are they now? Where are they now?
Look, are you saying people should not celebrate then?
Nini?
People should not
Bro,
celebrate.
it's game 13. We're in November.
So you should not celebrate when you
Nyaassh,
score.
literally this week you've released a video Monday morning, bro. Watu wamechoka wataki kuanza wiki. Umeshaanza kushout hapa top of the table
Ndio
business.
imerudi juu ya meza.
Yes.
Ndio imerudi juu ya meza na sasa hii yanguki, haingatuki.
And also something, Brand, that you need to know is if winning this season for me means more than if we had won last season.
I have a question.
Because right now there's so many teams that are capable of winning, and the fact that we've come out the best team, for me it makes more value. It makes more sense.
I have a question for you guys as
right.
Arsenal fans, to be fair. Last season you had the youngest squad in the league.
Yes.
First, you were eliminated in most of the cup competitions, but then you had 10 games to go, 1 game a week, and you couldn't get it over the line.
Yes.
So, this season, I don't think you're playing as good of football as you did last season.
Pragmatic
but
football.
You're getting the results.
Yes.
My issue is, I think you guys go further. You go further in the FA Cup this season, I believe. I also think in the Champions League, a quarterfinal exit is a trophy for you guys. So my question to you guys is,
my God.
I think while you guys are getting to these latter stages of these competitions, Arteta will have to sacrifice one.
I don't know, man.
Do you think he will have to sacrifice one?
I don't know.
Because when it comes to the Champions League, na mmefika quarters, now you can get the big boys. Because if you finish first in your group, you play a second team in the round of 16.
Yeah,
the
like
quarterfinal is when you can get the big boys, the Madrid of the Bellinghams, the Ken at Bayern, you know, the City as well. Although City you have beaten this season, you did go toe-to-toe with them.
Yes.
My issue is I think Arteta will sacrifice one, and that's where you guys will crumble.
He'll
prioritize one more than the other.
He's already sacrificed Carabao. So
See, that's why I've said FA Cup and Champions League. Man knows.
No.
Champions League, we have to go far. Like, we really have to.
And that's why I think he'll sacrifice
first
one. He will sacrifice one.
Now,
competition.
FA Cup itakuwa ngumu because that's our cup. We've won it the most times.
Yeah.
We need to reinstate that we're still, you know,
It's the only
Liverpool
thing you
is,
need to know.
No,
You know,
Liverpool is catching up to you as far as the Premier League is concerned. So
not
us,
too
we
worried.
need to extend our FA Cup record. So I think we stick with that. We stick with those two, Champions League and
the
Venant is saying Arsenal are winning the FA Cup only.
No.
You see, that's the problem. You guys score against Everton. Now you feel like you have the whole
A relegation threat in Everton.
Venant, be realistic. Listen, I understand football brings out the hope. Everyone wants their club to win everything. But there's no way Arsenal are winning more than one trophy if they do win that one trophy.
Why do you say that?
There's no way. Because I know Arteta will sacrifice competitions.
Look,
He will.
I
called you.
He will.
But let's talk about Manchester United because he is somebody who's feeling bad because we are winning and we're on top of the.
It's okay.
Venant,
Okay,
and
man.
Venant, you are a wise man. You are the most logical person of Arsenal fans I know. I know you're not as overexcited as this brother here because you know it's still early days. You know, it's still early days. Please, I'm just trying to be objective. I'm not even hating.
Look, wherever Arsenal will go, they will go. If they go there to the Premier League and Champions League and UEFA, who knows? We can't start calling stuff right now. It's quite hard to tell.
You have experience?
It doesn't matter.
We don't need to. We don't need to. We see how we are playing in the league. We only
they're very
lost
pragmatic
just one
now.
game. We're playing all these games. Lions are coming this week.
Yeah.
We're gonna punish them, and then now we secure the next round.
Yeah.
You guys, on the other hand,
Anyway, for the Premier League, let's let other team continue looking up to Arsenal. We'll continue looking down on you as the table toppers. And Samina, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz has done the thing again. Then on Sunday, we had the big one. Aston Villa going to Tottenham. Unajua nashangaa, wait, kwani Aston Villa ni Waluya?
Why do you say that?
Walikula hiyo kuku ya Tottenham vibaya. Ni kama walijua Tottenham wako na kuku kwa logo. Yo bro, I absolutely loved that game. Aston Villa winning, Spurs losing 3 games in a row now.
Is it because of Spurs losing or is it because you just wanted us not
just
to
loving Spurs? Kwanza they had a hat-trick of disallowed goals. Yoli ni fresh.
Oh, the Son could have bagged the hat-trick by the way.
Absolutely, man. Unai Emery doing the thing. Spurs now they're out of top 4. Aston Villa are there. Are you going to beat Aston Villa to get to top 4? Because washachukua your spot, bro. They are playing quite well.
That 4th spot is very difficult, but here's the Achilles heel for Villa. I always say this: Unai Emery is a cup manager. So as much as Villa might be a dark horse for top 4, I think there's a higher chance of Emery winning the Conference League than getting top 4.
Okay.
Unai Emery has won 2 Europa Leagues with Sevilla, I believe. He's taken Villarreal to a Europa League final and won it.
Who did he beat?
I don't remember. He's taken Villarreal. This Villarreal, he took it to eliminate Juventus and Bayern and to the semi-final of the Champions League.
Yes.
That's why I believe he's a cup manager. So I'll bet that top 4 spot that he's secured right now, I think there's an easier chance of them getting Conference League. On to Tottenham, their wars will continue.
Yeah.
Their wars will continue. Ange may come. He's been talking about in the press conferences and Olizwa. How about injuries? Just get on with it, mate. How about just get on with it? Well, and time to get on with it. Because as much as you've lost Maddison and Van de Ven and Rodrigo Bentancur, in January, once the AFCON is here, you're going to lose Papesa, you're going to lose Bissouma. What's going to happen? It's going downhill from there.
They're free fall. Downward spiral. And of course, they got club. They lost 2-1 at their own patch. What's the name of that stadium again?
What?
The name of the Tottenham Stadium.
The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
That's the name.
They didn't rename it White Hart Lane.
Creativity is zero. Anyway, after that, we had Manchester United going up against Everton. Relegation threatened Everton, of course, after the 10 points deduction. And we had this magical moment by this young teenager.
The Puskas goal.
That might just be the goal of the season. I'm going to be objective on this one. That might just be the goal of the season.
It already is. It already is.
So far, I don't think you have seen a better goal. Maybe we'll see better one time, we'll tell. But damn, how did you like that goal?
For me, it was a good thing for him because now at least it gives him that confidence.
Yeah.
And guys have been after their coach for strategies and player selection, and at least now we can see there's something that is going on over them. Hopefully they win their next game because it's versus Newcastle.
Ooh, character development. Yeah, and they had to give Rashford a pity penalty so that their front line. So their front line can have more goals than Kai Havertz in the league. How did you like that? I mean, what's going on with Rashford to start with?
Coming into this game, to be honest, I was worried because it's a Sean Dyche team, set piece.
Yes.
Old school 4-4-2. Doucouré and Calvert-Lewin bowling Maguire and Lindelof. I was worried we even concede the first goal. But that was a key goal for Garnacho and also for the whole team because you score early away at Everton, the crowd loses momentum.
Yeah.
So as of now, I want to put it out there. Mason Mount, give Garnacho the number 7. Yes. Moving on.
Yes.
Kobe Mainoo, bro. Wonder of a kid. This guy comes into the team. He's partnered up with McTominay. Bro.
Yes.
McTominay. Not even Amrabat, not even Casemiro. He's partnered up with McTominay. And yet he manages to convince the whole United fan base that he can serve all 3 midfield roles. He can create, he can run forward with the ball, he can carry the ball, he can pass the ball. He's confident under pressure, he's composed under pressure. And, the sky's the limit for this kid. Kobe Mainoo is the future. On terms of Rashford, hata nimengoa jina yake.
Rashford.
This brother has to start, like, he's 26 now.
Yes.
You're supposed to be hitting your prime. You're no longer a star boy. You're supposed to be in your prime. Just learn how to beat a man. There were so many moments in the game where I'm looking at Rashford and I already know he will not dribble past Mikolenko or past, I think it's Seamus Coleman, who's on the other side of the Everton defense. I was so convinced he was not going to. So, lucky for him, Bruno gave him the penalty, boosted confidence. Maybe he gets a goal against Galatasaray.
Again.
Or maybe he gets a goal against Newcastle. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as we're getting the results, as long as we're the most informed team in the Premier League, I'll take it. I'll take it as of now.
Do you think you'll win the UCL game?
Against Galatasaray?
Yeah. It's 8:45.
It's the early kickoff on... Oh my God. It's the early kickoff tonight, by the way.
Early kickoff.
I'm going to be hopeful.
Or maybe a better question is, how many goals are you losing by? Maybe that's an easier question to answer.
You see, that game is a difficult game because it's a must-win for both teams.
Yes.
If Galatasaray win, they don't have to beat Copenhagen in the last game because mathematically they'll have made sure United can't get to the knockouts.
Yeah.
So we also have to win to get to 6 points. nikubaya.
Tricky.
Yeah. I hope we can beat Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Kina Zaha na kina Icardi itakuwa mtihani.
Tricky. So that was match day 13. A lot of good goals being scored. Garnacho, Michael Olise, Luton Town scored some good goals. The Premier League's mega mind is still taking L's. I'm talking Vincent Kompany. But on Akula L's, it's tricky for him. I think
they need to be sacked, bro.
He's working on thin ice. He's working on thin ice.
Do you know why Burnley are the way they are right now? Because the team that won them their championship last season isn't this one.
Then sign 30 players like Forest did.
Do you think they have the money to do that?
Forest also didn't have that much money, but walienda wakichukua ma 1 million, ma 5 million.
But even if they get those, the manager though, is he still good enough?
Yes, exactly. Company is playing championship football in Premier League games. That won't work. Exactly. Yeah.
Firing a manager mid-season is not good for a team like Burnley because it further guarantees them relegation.
They have one win this season.
Yeah, I don't think that anything is changing for them. Something has to be done. All right, match day 13 has been like that. And of course, don't forget, you can walk away with a mega jackpot. You're telling me that the jackpot right now for SportPesa is that how much?
Over 335 million Kenyan shillings.
335, bro.
Damn it.
Sio unaweza lipa taxes for the next 20 years. Nikapata nilikaa hiyo.
40 years hata.
Inaongezeka. So, yeah, you can always go and, like we said, you can actually download the SportPesa app.
Yes.
And now play and stand a chance to win the mega jackpot. And even if you don't win that, you can always win the bonus ones. You know, like the 27 million guy.
By the way, if you get like 15 out of 17, 12 out of 13,
uko mafutani. All right, so that's that. Don't forget, go check out SportPesa and check out and download it on Play Store. All right.
So guys,
Yes, sir.
we are now doing the trivia.
My favorite part.
Yes. Bran, you've been losing back to back. Hopefully that changes now.
Different strategy. I'm moving from Burnley to, Man City type of football.
To Nottingham Forest.
So on a different strategy. I don't know if winning jersey or goal.
Okay.
They'll carry me to the winning.
So basically, this is how it happens. I ask a question, they answer. Whoever gets the most correct wins.
Yeah.
And this one is special because it's linked to FPL.
Woo. Hey,
So the trivia for this week is in FPL.
no wonder tulipewa lunch before. Walijua hii ingekuwa ngumu.
Bas.
So we're gonna start with an easy question.
Aki, ikuwe rahisi.
Who has the most points in FPL this season?
Which player has contributed the most?
No, who has the most points in FPL this season?
Like an
player.
FPL manager.
No,
The
player.
player.
Player, like real-time player.
Yes.
Ayun Raisi. I know. I am sure. Hii trivia leo
Who has
tunakuja.
the most points in FPL this season?
You know the routine?
Huyu ni Saka.
Nyash usikopi. Like creativity.
Kuna option ya mbili.
Sikuwe creative.
It's only one player.
Nyash kuanga creative.
Creativity.
Hii
Huyu ni Haaland.
tembe yenye kwa juu ya mti.
Ndovu yuko juu ya mti.
Okay, so what's your answer, Brian?
Salah.
Yeah, it's Salah.
Yeah, amenikopi.
I was very tempted to put Haaland, by the way. Very tempted.
Salah every game ana contribute assist ama bao.
Yeah, can't say any of Man United players.
Secondly, who is the most owned FPL player?
That's easy.
Most owned FPL
Should I
player.
take that risk?
Kasi
Should I double
huyu.
down on him?
Mi sitafikiria sana. As at game week 13.
Yes.
Acha kukopi. Akikasi huyu.
But let me see. Brian.
It's Haaland, right?
Yeah, it's Haaland.
God damn.
Venye tu alisema, they are easy questions. Thanks, man.
Just like the way we've talked about a player with the most points,
Jermaine.
who has the most assists?
In?
FPL.
Let me take that risk and go with him.
Oh my God.
The most assists.
That's a difficult question, bro.
I think nimefumble hapa. I think nimefumble.
Pedro Neto?
It's Neto. Brian. I've asked this question before.
I told you. This is my yard. This is my yard. Let's go on.
God damn it.
Next, which team has scored the most goals this season?
Hey, bro.
Oh, I think I know this one. I know this one. I know this one. I used to go Arsenal. Arteta ain't creative with Kina Havertz.
Let's go.
Neo team.
Brian.
Aston Villa.
Man City.
It's Villa, bro. Man, no goal. It's Villa. Well, is that on a 5-1 versus Newcastle? Come on, man.
Man City, man.
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
Wow. Do we need to go to the last one? Because you're already down to...
Nah.
So let's go to the last one.
Hii trivia nataka Jimani arudi tufanye spelling.
At least wache kupigwa. Let's go.
Which FPL player has the most clean sheets?
Bro. Oh my God.
FPL player
has
the most clean sheets.
Because I know the name. I know how to pronounce it, but spelling it is the issue. Wachani, me, mta excuse spelling. Today I'm Jimani for spelling.
Unataka kuandike Ugo Chuku?
Ugo Chuku, be. Sam Johnston. Unadhani Burnley wanashinda league ya.
Sam Johnston, what have you written?
I went for Foderingham.
No.
What the hell is that?
Sheffield. Many saves. Oh my days, bro.
But you guys are wrong.
Who's it?
Nana, baby.
Saliba.
It's Saliba.
Yes. Clean sheets.
Oh my God, as an Arsenal fan, I feel terrible.
Yeah, you're a failure. I'm not going to have to.
Oh my God.
Notice I keep on stressing on Arteta and clean sheets. There's a reason.
Oh my days.
Yes.
So that's a proper win for you as truly, but it was expected. Come on,
Brad.
Jimani, come back. We have spelling trivia next time.
All right, man. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So let's go on to FPL.
I think we have to ban that Neto question. You may need bigger chenga too.
Again, Paul, man. You should know ball.
Oh, let's go to FPL.
Yes.
Second week in a row, I'm getting below average. It's
average ni 42 sai.
Yeah, I got 37.
I got 40.
Okay. I got 55.
You're ni poor.
Yeah, you're poor, man.
But it's because I forgot to captain Haaland. I captain Salah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're moving on to that game. We're moving on to game weeks that you really have to watch who you're benching, who you're playing, and who you are giving the armband to.
Yeah.
Because at ukiangalia our good company league, now we're now starting to see gaps. 5 points, 10 points, 12 points. You're starting to see gaps. So who you captain really matters in this season.
Yeah. And game week 14 is upon us. Any pointers? Like Man United up against Newcastle. I don't think it's fair to have any Man United players, bro.
It is.
I don't think it is. Arsenal is up against... what are we playing against? Wolves. I would advise you have Arsenal players in there. Mm-hmm. Talking Saka. Maybe even Jesus might finally score, even though he said that's not his scoring point.
Have Lemina and Sarabia.
Needless to mention Manchester City players. I think...
Manchester City are hosting Spurs.
They're hosting Spurs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Avoid Spurs like a plague. Yeah, those ones will let you down. Mm-hmm. I don't fancy any one of them. Which other player do you think?
For me, my advice to you FPL managers is, as much as we're buying players who are going to get you points, also buy players who are guaranteed game time. Yeah, don't just buy a player because of one game week. Buy a player who maybe in this December fixtures, let's say if there are 7, he can play 6 at least. Yeah. So Bournemouth versus Villa, they've won their last 2 games, so they have form on their side. So the likes of Kina Solanke, Tavernier, and Semenyo, those are cheap players that you can buy.
But against Villa?
Yeah, against Aston Villa at home. They've won the last 2. Yeah. Of course, guys have Watkins. That's what I'm talking about.
We do. Don't we just?
Yes, Newcastle versus Manchester United is good because of the likes of Isak and Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think those guys will do something. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that Newcastle have beaten Arsenal and Chelsea in their last 2 home fixtures,
yes,
they have something going on over there. Nottingham Forest versus Everton. Me right now, I'm against Everton. So, Elanga over there, your former Manchester United player.
Yeah.
Their next 3 fixtures, their fixture difficulty rate is 2. So you might want to look hizo sides.
Okay.
So Morgan Gibbs-White, who's playing Aoni's role,
Yeah,
and Elanga.
Injured,
You know Bowen is injured.
Yeah,
so
cost me
guys,
points over this weekend.
So guys are looking to get replacement for him. Hapo tu kwa West Ham, we have Kudus, who's now getting form.
Yeah.
He's getting points in FPL.
Yes.
Of course, James Ward-Prowse, because he's taking set pieces. And Souček, who's on the receiving end of the set pieces.
Yeah.
So, and they're also cheap. Of course, we've talked about Arsenal. But where now I want guys to consider is, if you don't have Salah, this is a good week to have him because they are hosting Fulham. They are at home. So, me, that's my captain.
All right. Salah is your captain.
Yeah.
I think I would captain Haaland. Because I don't fancy Spurs at all. He might just maybe bag a brace. Shimo. All right. I think that's just about that for today.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. As always, thank you to all guys who watch and comment on the comment section. We always like your feedback. Any parting shots?
If you have to remind them who's top of the table.
Table topping Arsenal. Don't forget that. Continue looking up to us. And Musoe Sauti Arsenal kwa GMS.
Yes. I think we weekend I realized we've been keeping that elephant picture in our phones for a while. Because we knew a day like this will happen.
Imetoka.
Yes.
Na kelele tutapiga hadi mwisho. Like I said earlier on, hatuanguki kutoka juu ya meza, so get used to it. Anything you have to say before the Newcastle game?
Yeah, we're still in November, and Jimani come back next week. Me, I want to win trivia.
Catch you on the next one, guys.